YouTube channel. My name is Leisha Ricketts. Hi. If you're new here, hi. I don't really know what to say. If you watched my video from around 2 weeks ago, then you probably know that I kind of took up the hobby of crocheting. It's really hard. I, for some reason, have this idea in my brain that I want to make my entire summer wardrobe because crocheting was starting to show up on my For You page a lot, and I was like, I can do that. I crocheted a bunch of things and I want to show you guys what I made because this summer I want to be the girl that you go up to and you're like, hey, where'd you get that? I'm like, oh,
I made it.
Let's get into it. First up, I'm sure you can already tell, I made this cat beanie. This was actually the first thing I ever made. I made it way too big. I didn't learn about different kinds of yarn and the weights and anything like that. I literally just searched a tutorial, found a bunch of yarn in the back of my closet, and I was like, I got this. So it's a very thick hat. Pretty much followed a tutorial that was not using the same yarn or the same weight of yarn at all as me. I followed that tutorial to a T. So obviously it's a little bit bigger, but you know what? First project, I'm actually kind of proud of it. The next thing that I experimented with was I made this cute little bandana. I saw a tutorial, and the whole reason I wanted to start crocheting was because I wanted to make a bunch of bandanas that I could wear, and I wanted to get a bunch of different colors, and then I realized I could not find cotton yarn in other colors because it's always sold out. I only made one bandana, but I actually think I did pretty good considering it was my first time. Everything's pretty even. And you know what? It's a good thing I didn't buy other colors of yarn because I actually never wear this. So it was almost like a blessing that it's always sold out. But I think it's pretty cute. Next thing I decided to crochet was I saw this viral Pinterest heart tote bag and I was like, I want to make that. I went to the store, didn't know what weights of yarn and stuff was. Normally when you make tote bags, you use like weight 4 yarn. I bought weight 3 yarn. So it's, I don't even want to say. You could tell it's quite fragile. When I put things in it, it kind of sags a little bit. But everything that I pretty much made here is just a learning curve, honestly, because I feel like making everything that I have now, I have more experience than I did before. Honestly, not bad. I'd love to try it again with the proper yarn, but the one thing that I don't know if anyone else gets kind of like insane over a little bit is it's a lot of threading yarn, like the end pieces into things. If you think about it, there's 18 hearts here. So I had to take every last little thread and thread it into the 18 hearts. And then I had to do this, thread it all into every single square and then sew all the squares together. It was a lot. I'm actually proud of it considering I bought the wrong yarn and everything. But it's still cute. It's just not really wearable. It's an accessory that you can't wear. The next thing I decided to experiment with was making my first bralette, because that's the whole point of crocheting, right? You want to make cute tops that you can't buy anywhere, or maybe you can, but you know what? Is it cheaper to make it? You know what? You can personalize it to fit you. So I have this white crochet top here. It's very cute. There's a lot of detailing here. I would say this took me about 3 days to do, which actually isn't that bad. One sad part about it though is because this is my first top ever and first time learning about the material of yarn and seeing how far it stretches and everything, I made this way too big for myself. And also, you know, I don't have boobs, so this just holds a lot more than I can offer, but it's cute, right? The next thing I'm gonna show you is a sweater vest that I saw online, but I ended up taking it out like 10 million times. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This is the sweater vest top that I made. It's very cute, love the colors. It took me forever because I kept taking it apart, putting it back together, taking it apart, putting it back together, because I was following 2 or 3 different tutorials all at once for one top. And again, this is like my first time kind of experimenting with this kind of thing, so I wasn't really sure what I was doing. I went out to the store and bought a bunch of cotton weight 4 yarn and realized cotton yarn doesn't really stretch like at all. I read on a blog that it's better to like use cotton yarn for summer, so that's why I bought a bunch of it, but I did not think about which weight I was supposed to buy. This is supposed to be a tank top that you put over your head, but my shoulders and my hips are broader than my waist where it's supposed to sit, so I just could not get it over my head without it looking baggy sitting here when I actually got it on. I decided to make this top have a back part that I could kind of tie together, which made the straps wonky. And then after I made the whole top and I finished, cut everything off, threaded everything in, that's when I tried it on. And I realized it just does not fit my chest area properly. So it was a cute idea. I think this is definitely a top I'm gonna redo though, because I really like the idea of it. And now that I know what went wrong, I can fix it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. The next project that I decided to make was a tote bag. Isn't it cute? So I found this tutorial on Pinterest and for this tote bag, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is adorable. I want it so bad. I went out to the store, bought the proper yarn for it. I followed the tutorial this time because unlike my other tote bag, I was like, I am not messing this one up. I already made the mistakes. I know what I'm doing now. I think it's really cute. It's checkered. It holds a lot, very durable. I wear it pretty much everywhere. I love it, honestly. It works great, holds well, looks cute with whatever outfits. 10 out of 10. I found this tutorial on YouTube and it was called a 90s halter top. And I was like, that is adorable. I want it so bad. But this girl had a different weight of yarn than me, but didn't do everything by like, oh, I'll make 6 rows. She did everything by inches. So I measured everything so it fits perfectly, just a little bit thicker. And that's like, I'm totally okay with that. So this is what it looks like. It has a cute little opening on the top, like chest area. It's a top that you can tie behind because again, this is cotton yarn and yarn does not stretch over my shoulders or my hips. So for all the tops that I'm doing in cotton, I've just realized that I have to really just tie them in the back. Another thing that I made was, I don't have them right now because I decided to give them to my aunt because my cat's a little menace, but I made little cat hats. I had extra yarn from the tote bag that I made, so I decided to make cute little cat hats because I saw one girl make it on TikTok and I was like, okay, I absolutely need that. So I made it. It turned out really well, except my cat just took it off like immediately after. I got like 1 or 2 pictures in it. It's such a cute hat. I wish my cat would wear it, but she's just not into that, which like respect, we're not forcing animals into anything. Last but not least, I made this crochet top here. It is kind of like a bralette. It looks like this and it has white straps to tie around my neck. It also has white straps in the back. Overall, very cute. I honestly love this one. This is probably my favorite top that I've made. Here's the fun part. I learned from my mistake of the last bralette of making it too big, and this time I made it too small. I definitely now know where I can go to get like that happy middle ground. I know what I need to do. It's just kind of funny that that all happened. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, like, do whatever you feel comfortable with. Turn on post notifications because I post every Tuesday and I'm starting to post shorts on Thursdays, which is different for me. I like it. So tune in for those. Also follow my social medias. I'm gonna have them all down below. I'm always posting something on my Instagram. If you're into makeup, I post that all the time. Follow my TikTok if you want to keep up to date with my hobbies and what's going on in my day-to-day life. I post mainly everything there as well. And that's it for today. See you guys Thursday with a short, and then next Tuesday with another video. Bye!